With Sprintly, we set out to design a productivity tool that not only helps you manage your product, but also is accessible to everyone inside your organization. This video will take you through the core features of Sprintly. Let's start with the dashboard view. The dashboard view displays a snapshot of what the team is currently working on. In the center of the screen, we see 3 columns. These columns are labeled Backlog, Current, and Complete. These contain the items that are currently in the backlog, the items that are currently being worked on, and the items that were recently completed. Here we have 3 pie charts that represent the data in each column. It's broken down by each item type. Each item type is represented by a color. Red equals defect, green equals story, gray equals a single task, and blue is a test. As a product owner, these pie charts can provide a quick overview of the plan for your team. The cadence graph is another great tool to get a quick insight on your team's productivity. This chart will display the items that were recently completed in the last 7 days. Using this graph, you can spot trends in your team's productivity. Across the top of the dashboard view, we have an array of tools and navigation options. Here, we have the product selector. This will allow you to quickly switch between products that you are a part of. Next to the product selector, we have the view selector. This will allow you to move between the different views within the Sprintly product. This is the search field. In the search field, you can enter queries and item numbers. Here we have the profile menu. You can access your profile settings, billing information, team and product management, as well as integrated services. Here is the Add Item button. Clicking this will bring up the creation modal. This is how you enter items into the Sprintly system. As mentioned before, our 4 item types are story, task, defect, and tests. Our story item has a Mad Lib format that helps you define the feature need and its business goal. While creating an item, you can also attach files by dropping them in the modal. During creation, you should tag your items. Tagging is one of the core features of Sprintly as it allows you to keep your data organized and easily searchable for iteration planning. You can also assign the item at the time of creation by selecting their names here. You have 2 options when creating items. You can create an item and send it to the backlog. This signifies that you want to accomplish this item for this sprint. Secondly, you can create an item and send it to the someday stack. This is where items go until they are sorted during release planning meetings or sprint planning sessions. This is the filter bar. Here you can quickly access all of our filtering features. The star allows you to save your favorite filter combinations. Next, we have the type selector. This will allow you to filter items based on type. Next, we have the estimate selector. This will allow you to filter items based on the sized estimates. In Sprintly, we estimate tasks based on t-shirt sizes. The last part of the filter bar is the Add Filter button. Here's where you will find all of the options for filtering your data. Once these options are set, they will follow you throughout your experience until you remove them. The Organizer view is designed to give you a broader view of the entire project. In this view, you will be able to plan for upcoming releases and get a much deeper understanding of what has shipped. We continue the column layout you are familiar with from the dashboard view. What you will first notice on the Organizer view are the tabs across the middle of the screen. These tabs are broken into different phases, which corresponds with typical project management phases. The 2 columns in each will overlap with the next tab. Triage will consist of the someday and backlog columns. Think of someday as your area for all of your ideas. Think of your backlog as work that has been approved by stakeholders for the next release. The next tab is underway. Underway are items that are going to be worked on in this upcoming release. This tab contains the backlog column and the current column. The current column is the same from the dashboard view and still represents the same information. The pending tab will display the current column and the complete column, the complete being the same information from the dashboard view. Finally, we have the done tab, which will display the complete and accepted columns. The accepted column will contain any completed items that have been marked as accepted. The next view we have is the Mine view. The Mine view is exactly like the Organizer view, only it's set by default to only display items assigned to you. With the activity view, you can review a live stream of all the conversations, ticket updates, pull requests, and merges for the entire product. This is the heartbeat of all the work that is currently happening in your product. Here, you'll have the Spark line that shows a summary of all the activity for each day over the last month. Just like with any view in Sprintly, you have filters to customize this information to your needs. The Reports view is a versatile view designed to give you reports based on filters across all item statuses. Using these filters here will allow you to create custom reports that can be used in meetings and updates to help understand the current state of the product. In the Reports view, you also have the option of filtering your data based on date ranges. The date ranges can help you create reports to answer questions like, what items were completed in the last 2 weeks? The Reports view is the project manager's best friend. The Timeline view is a great tool for getting an understanding of the workload that each of your team members are currently dealing with. The Timelines view is broken up into 3 sections. The top portion displays how much work the team member is currently working on. When items are given a size in our system, we calculate how much time it will take to complete the task based on a rolling 3-week average of the previously completed tasks. With this information, the system creates this chart and estimated timelines. In the middle, you have each team member's avatar, and below that is a representation of how much work is left in their backlog. Again, just like with the other views, all this data is filterable. The Progress view displays velocity and burn down for each of the tags in the system. Using tags is a great way to organize features and development iterations for your product. Here's the breakdown of the Progress view. On the left-hand side, we have a list of tags. Next is a total number of items that we have tagged. Up next is the pie chart, which is a breakdown of the items that contain the tag. Again, we use the same colors. Green is a story, red is a defect, gray is a task, and blue is a test. Next is the progress bar, the namesake of this view. This represents the completed tickets versus the total number of tickets remaining. And the final part of the view is the assignees section. This section shows all of the team members that have items assigned to them with this tag. This will help you understand your team's allocation. Click into the progress bar to view your detailed results. And those are all of the tools that are available to you in Sprintly. Thank you for watching.